This is the same relaxing walk home as always. Taking around my pocket on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing. Actually, it might be a new episode now.
What's the matter, Kaijin?
Key to my house I always carry around is gone. Man, where did I lose it? It's fine today since my parents are home, but still this bad.
That sure is troublesome.
You didn't steal it, did you, Raina?
Did you forget it somewhere, or did you drop it?
Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Uh-huh.
Kaijin, did I have anything that would make it stand out?
Yeah, it's on a keychain. It's a blue fur seal, something I made for summer homework a long time ago.
Does it have its eyes shut like it's taking a nap?
Oh, how'd you know? Yeah, that's it. Oh, whoops.
Does it have eyes shut like it's taking a nap?
How'd you know? Yeah, it's that. Mion took away and began to whistle. Looked away and began to whistle.
See. You went for dinner at Angel Mart a couple of days ago, right? That night the staff found a key, and there was a fur seal keychain attached to it.
She said that she suddenly grew flustered and added that Shion had told her about it. Huh? So I dropped it then.
Aren't you glad I found it?
Sure, there.
I'm sure they're looking after it for you. That's right. Why don't you go? Shion looks the same as me, so you'll know her by sight.
This was a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. But I also had to thank her for the bento from yesterday. Besides, taking some time and chatting with this other side of Mion might be interesting. Half-jokingly, I began to think about things like this. Right. Angel Mort, was it? I'll head over to Shion's restaurant and get my key back. While I'm at it, having a nice spot of tea might not be a bad idea, huh?
You sound like an English gentleman. That totally doesn't suit you, Kaijin. Is this the restaurant the one that Michan's little sister is working at?
Yeah, why don't we go together, Raina?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I have plans with my father today. Some other time.
Raina seemed pretty disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity.
You said they're twins, but do they really look that much alike? Enough to mistake which is which?
Yeah, they're totally the same, at least on the outside. Like Mion, she's well-mannered and really cute, though. In response to my teasing, Mion pouted and began to argue with me. Couldn't help but burst out laughing at Mion's little farce. After all, they weren't just identical, they were the same person. After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. Just thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. Shion, a name for a different kind of Mion. She was a mysterious and ridiculous person, believing she had fooled everyone like that. I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be that I was looking forward to meeting Shion? Oh, he was a little crushed. I felt a sense of giddy anticipation, like I was headed towards a new friend's house for the first time. What Raina said about me on actually being really feminine sprang to mind once again. The guilt from spying on another side of Mion and the self-consciousness for being the only one that knew about that side. These feelings mixed together. That was Shion for you. Mion's little twin sister. Until she felt like coming out and admitting she was Mion. Finally just called her Shion, right? Mion might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different persona. As I reached the top of the steep hill, the horizon expanded before me. I was almost at the station. The last time I wasn't embarrassed since I was here with Dad, but this time I wasn't embarrassed. But this time I was alone. I was strangely... Okay, there we go. My brain wasn't breathing. I was strangely self-conscious about it. Me, Shion, get my key back. That was all this test was supposed to be. If I dialed around like this, maybe Shion would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing, Kaiichi, my boy? You're just here to get your key back, you know. It's not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. Thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess, into the realization that I was downright gimmicky. That's why, for just a bit, just a tiny little bit, we carried away and did something really stupid. I kicked over a parked motorcycle. Oh no. No! No! You never do that! You never mess with a man's motorcycle! I've seen enough movies to know that's never a good idea. Kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk. It was in the way, sure, but there was absolutely no need for me to kick it. I definitely think I got too carried away. Thunk, crash! As a oh no, dominoes. 3 folks toppled one after another like dominoes. Loud noise. They caused snap. The loud noise they caused snapped me back to my senses. Oh shit! How do you think you're doing? The owners of those 3 bikes are right there. They look exactly what you'd call thugs up to no good. They lifted their heads up in an imposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I'd never heard before. They're beeline toward me. The roar down heels of the thin souled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only say listlessly as if I was watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized I had been grabbed by the collar and lifted on to my tiptoes. Don't be playing dumb. You knocked him over, didn't you? The 3 thugs were completely ignoring the rules of grammar, but the way they spoke was enough to make me jump. Yeah, I was going to say. Don't be playing dumb. What the fuck is that? Just like that, my composure straight away. My legs buckled and my throat grew dry enough to crack. I'm so sorry. Accidentally. My ass. You cooked it, didn't you, dumbass? It was completely a fault. There was nothing I could say in my defense. I just thought I was pulled even higher. The hell, man? The paint's all scuffed. You brat! Who put you up to this, eh? This is your garden fault! 3 of them continued to yell at me. I had no idea what each of them were saying. Getting further range, I was only listening. While dumbstruck, they grabbed an empty plastic crate from a nearby store and began to smash it repeatedly against the door. What the hell? Ah! Ah! This freaking crate! Ah! Bashing as well! Bash over their heads! Ah! Screaming in the dirt. Cracks formed in the crate, plastic shards flying everywhere. They then slammed it full force into the shuttered storefront. Smash! The shutter loud, a frightening loud noise. Still not satisfied, they flipped over a case of empty cans, scattered its contents all over the place. This is not normal! There's something! You saw often on television or manga, but I heard not saying a person would be this terrifying. Became painfully aware that the safety of civilized society was only held up by such a frail concept as morals. My knees clattered together noisily. Static began to pepper my vision. This is what you would call absolute terror. There's nothing I can do to stop this frightening spectacle of violence. I pray for help. Fear I feel was just too much. Somebody help me. My gaze floundered about the surrounding area. Surrounded by these 3 hoodlums. Yo. No way would there be a passerby brave enough to intervene. Maybe this is what you call reaping what you sow. If I were a passerby, there would be no doubt that I'd ignore what was going on. So this was some sort of a cosmic retribution. Fucking say something! I'll fucking stab you! Angry yelling loud enough to rattle my eardrums spewed forth right in front of my face. My waiting consciousness was forced to drag back to the forefront. The thug had cocked back his free hand and twisted his body, when suddenly a metallic taste filtered through the back of my throat. Chill ran down my spine like a jolt of just seeing what was going to happen next, I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible and grit my teeth.
You're making quite the racket, you stupid pieces of trash. Get out of my sight.
That voice was a short distance away. Still holding me by the collar, the three thugs spun around to look behind them. The fuck you say? Pirate now. What the fuck you say? Standing there was Shion. Mion. Mion. She was stood there displaying an imposing stature that I'd never seen before. She didn't have the same look on her face as she did when we were playing around her club. Those were the eyes that would instill fear in anyone who looked upon them. The eyes of a raptor. Which kind? The bird kind or the dinosaur kind? They were the epitome of terror. At the same time, they were the most reassuring things in the world.
I'll only say this one more time. Let go of Kai-chan and get lost.
Beyond without an ounce of fear laid down her ultimatum. Of course, there was no way those three wouldn't go absolutely berserk. Situation instantly turned explosively dangerous. You fucking bitch! You fucking bitch! Stop it. These guys are like rabid dogs. No amount of bluffing will work. Beyond is dangerous. So I knew what I was saying was pathetic, but I couldn't let Neon get involved in this. No matter how you looked at it, Neon was only bluffing. But did Neon even know the meaning of the word bluff? However, the reason behind everything soon became apparent. They were slowly increasing in number, little by little. At first, it was only businessmen on the way home, stopping to take a look. Then it was housewives in the middle of shopping, taking a gander. Next, what seemed like the owner of some store showed up, and it was pretty clear he wasn't just looking. Around Mion, there was already about 7 people gathered. Felt different than people coming out to support a friend. If I had to say why, it was because the group that gathered was diverse in age and gender. 3 thugs seemed to slowly realize that there was something strange about the situation. Who the hell are these guys? Behind them at some point, 4 more people. A girl who looked to be in middle school, a man wearing a bakery apron, an old lady in a house cleaning schmuck. More and more people of various ages. Their gazes comparable to me on were of hostility, of intimidation. Before I realized it, over 10 people had formed a ring around us. But among 5 elementary schoolers ran in and joined the circle. There were some familiar faces. Some of our classmates. And then these people were residents of Hinamizawa. More and more people from Hinamizawa gathered around. In obvious contrast, the residents of Okinamiya were passing by as quickly as possible. Go fuck you guys! Go the fuck away! Group surrounding us had suddenly swelled to around 20 people. Completely encircled, the faces of the thugs began to show their first signs of panic. Nobody spoke a word, of me included. It made everything completely unnatural. And depending on which side you were on, completely terrifying. Only the thugs' voices echoed out. Like they were screaming. Somebody took a step forward, closing the gap between them. As they did, everybody else took a step forward, shrinking the circle. Hoodlums went pale as they were pushed together back to back, while still yelling angrily. They were trying to string together vulgarities, but for some reason it sounded like they were crying out for help. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on? It was sudden. Oh, never mind. Alright. What's going on here? What's going on? And suddenly, the solidly built officer cut his way through the crowd. At some point, 2 police cars had arrived. Some passerby had undoubtedly called for them. Several burly officers appeared from inside the second vehicle. Oh, why were you doing so much?
Oh, officer, good timing. There you go. The extortionists caught red-handed. Please arrest them.
The fuck? This brat's someone that's wrong here! Ian returned to her usual self, nonchalantly pointing out the hoodlums to the police. Of course, the thugs were furious, but now that it had come to this, there was nothing they could do. It was their loss. I don't know who's talking. Okay. Okay, come over here for a sec. Come on already. The officers handcuffed the thugs and dragged them toward the patrol cars. Follow me, go! Where the victims here, you listen names? No matter how much of a ruckus they caused, the officers paid no heed. In the blink of an eye, they were crammed inside the 2 vehicles. They could still be heard yelling while inside the police car, but what they were saying was no longer intelligible. Are you alright? Are you injured? It's probably a detective. The man leading the police peered at my face. Oh, not really. Well, that's a bit of a silver lining then. Well, then have a good ear. Ear? What? Why ear? What? Not day? What? The portly man, after taking a quick look around, addressed the crowd. Thank you, citizens. For your time report. Thanks to your efforts, we were able to keep the peace today. It's a wonderful thing.
Thank you for your hard work, Detective Higurashi. As a citizen, I thank you for your daily efforts. It's an honor for a detective from the 1st Division to come out all this way.
Wait, Shion talk didn't have a very pleasant tone. Hello, the coincidence. I happened to hear a call over the radio on my way back from the prefectural office. I just made a little detour.
Please keep up the good work. I pray for success in your future endeavors.
That's a good thing there were no injuries at all.
Oh, Ishi-san, we're done here. Let's go.
Have a good day. Oh, wait, maybe that was another quote. Oh, Ishi-san, we're done here. Let's go. Oh, have a good year. I'm sorry, could you make Hoy? Detective named Oishi, after jovially making pleasantries, lumbered over to the waiting police car. Quickly set off, disappearing down the city street. He was over so quickly I was dumbstruck. I didn't even get to ask the officer what was going on. It was like they came here quickly to disperse the mob before any trouble could start. But making sure the police cars had left, Neil snapped her fingers sharply.
Alright, that's a wrap. And don't come back.
That was the signal. Tension melted away in an instant as everybody began smiling. Middle-aged man helped me up. Are you okay, young man bear? You sound your face a bit better. It sounded like I wanted to fight. You hit your head, it'd be a good idea to get an x-ray taken. Oh, that's Lee.
Are you hurt anywhere? If you hurt your head, it would be a good idea to get an x-ray taken.
An older lady I didn't know the name of was concerned about my injury. I don't know who's talking. I've been right in front of this station when it was busy. Alright, we wouldn't have been able to gather as many people. Yes, and be more careful. CCCAs are pretty unruly. Grumble. How's he doing? Oh. It wasn't old lady saying it.
You were lucky this happened right in front of the station when it was busy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to gather as many people. Next time, be more careful, city, because these days are pretty unruly.
That was even worse by the old lady in the smock. She unfinished applauding the dispersing group for their efforts. She strode over to me.
Well, you're pretty good, Kaijin, but I also think you should be more careful about who you pick a fight with.
Thanks, Mion. You saved my bacon there.
Like I said, I'm Shion.
She made a troubled expression as she turned her gaze downward, blushing in embarrassment. Oh, oops.
I heard from my sister that Furcio keychain was yours, Kaijin.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was just heading to the restaurant.
And you ended up feeling so excited that you got mixed up in something weird.
Was that devilish? Now it's my turn for my face to go red. I didn't want to admit it, but she was spot on. Well, I was just unlucky, but you really saved me, Shion.
You don't have to thank me. So if you see somebody else getting bullied, help them out, okay? We value that kind of thing very highly here.
I was well versed in that sense of camaraderie. But the way I was rescued just now, something seemed a little off about that. I was helped out, it was honestly to an almost disturbing degree, almost cult-like.
You're coming to the restaurant, right? You must be tired, so why don't you relax for a bit? My treat.
Seems that she caught the glimmer of suspicion in my eyes. Without waiting for my answer, Shion began walking. So beautiful. Is that the end of the chapter?